Sir, I've been monitoring Chiss Defense Force frequencies, tracking ship movements in the Rim. Nothing extraordinary, but I'd like your permission to investigate if something comes up, assuming you trust me solo.
You wouldn't be here if I couldn't count on you. Put your training to good use.
Thank you, sir. I'll let you know if anything comes up.
Yes, Ensign?
Sir, there's something you should know. I've been scanning Chiss frequencies, passing the time, checking low security reports. An old associate left this message where he knew I could find it. It's a hologram that Chiss intercepted from Korriban.
Play the message, please.
I have received the fugitive's location. Even he could not run forever. We must now find the Force sensitive he hid from us. Intelligence need no longer be involved. I will make Cypher 3 pay for his defiance myself.
I'm sorry, sir. If I knew this would be an issue, I would have told you earlier. Cypher 3 is my father. The Force sensitive he's hiding is me.
He's been on the run from the Sith all these years. Impressive.
I was a child. When the Sith made their rounds, my father made sure I was elsewhere. Then he disappeared. The Sith will do worse than kill him. Torture, public display. He can't go through that. Not for me.
If you have a solution, I'm listening.
I can find my father before Lord Darok does. There are coordinates in the message. With your permission, I can give him her quick death.
He saved your life. The least you can do is help him.
I can't. I have to be better than him. I have to do my duty. I won't be gone long. Besides, if I don't do something, your security could be compromised.
All right. Go if you must. But don't make any decisions until you've found your father.
We'll see. Thank you. It's done. I'm back. I found Cypher 3. I found my father. And I executed him, so the Sith couldn't. He said he understood.
I never thought you'd go through with it. Why?
Because I believe in the Empire. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like some time alone.
Well, that was stupid, but okay.
My body requires improvement. You will provide a workshop and equipment aboard your ship.
I'm willing to entertain requests.
When I protected Mega Security Ward 23, Belsavis Prison served as an extension of my immobile body. Now I must adapt for independent operation. This frame will be upgraded with physical enhancements, along with updated behavioral analysis capabilities and social programming.
Isn't changing your own software risky?
I am designed to iterate on functionality. I find the hunter-prey dynamic that sufficed on Belsavis less useful in a broader galactic environment. I now require social and physical flexibility. You understand.
These upgrades, will you be different when they're done?
Your concept of identity is not mine. You cannot define the core elements signifying you. I can delineate mine at the molecular level. So no, I will not be different. I will proceed with the upgrades. I have been dissecting the droids and cyborgs we encounter during travel. They have proven adequate base resources to improve my chassis and power supply. Phase 1 of my upgrade is complete.
No qualms about dissecting droids for your benefit.
You eat organic matter. I consume the parts of lesser beings. I must recompile my secondary programs to integrate recorded experience into my new iteration. I will learn from everything we've done. Feel privileged. You're about to witness my personal evolution.
It's kind of you to share the moment with me.
I agree. Thank you for understanding. Upload initiated. A primitive vessel has insufficient power and storage capacity. I cannot complete the process.
Why do you need more power and storage capacity?
Recompiling programs is an intensive process. It requires data storage beyond what my body can supply, and systems capable of processing that data. I will identify a solution. Self-improvement and intelligence upgrades are my primary purpose, and you will not stand in my way.
Then we throw her out an airlock.
It is done, Agent. We can scent the pulse of your heart. We can taste particles of solar radiation bead like dew on our lips. We have undergone the chrysalis of tranquility, and we are reborn.
I don't know what that means, but I'm glad you're excited.
The chrysalis is a ritual of the Dawn Herald. It makes us stronger, better able to face the enemies of the Nest, and enhances our link to the universe. You've brought us this far, and we will fight alongside you. We have news, Agent. We've been conferring lately with the ambassadors, Moffs, speakers for the Sith, all with their own agendas and concerns, none with any love for the Killiks. But we swayed a few, and found ways around others. Now the diplomatic service has agreed to seek a treaty.
You convinced these people all on your own?
We've been a diplomat longer than we've been Dawn Herald. Some of the Nests are still reluctant, Horro and Manam in particular, but all parties involved have agreed to a summit. We'll preside over the negotiations ourselves.
Any idea what sort of treaty we could end up with?
We expect a military alliance is off the table, but a non-aggression pact is possible, as are agreements on trade and territory. Imagine. Colony and Imperial representatives in one room. It shall be interesting.
A moment. Hour 36. Subject exhibiting low-grade fever and elevated N-cell counts. I will proceed to the second formula.
Apologies for that, Agent. Bioexperiment logs wait for no man.
There's not a lot you can do to surprise me.
Well, I told you about Project Protean and their research into alien genetics. I managed to gain access to one of their databanks.
Nothing incriminating there, but I was impressed by their scientific data. I've been adapting it for my own studies into the Rakghoul virus.
Do I want to know how you acquired Protean files?
They make the mistake of sharing supercomputing resources with other Science Bureau divisions. From there, it gets technical. In any case, I'm undergoing my second day incubating the newly modified virus. If it doesn't break down my cell structure entirely, I should emerge revivified.
You mention the virus now and then, but you never talk about being a Rakghoul. Why is that?
Perhaps it's the fever talking, but in truth, the experience is intense and personal. There's a loss of control, and I wonder if I am man or beast.
You're playing with me.
Only because you can keep up. If you're worried, however, I reassure you that the thing you see me change into, the thing that eats people, that thing is me. I have never been a pleasant person.
Begin message. I warned you what would happen, but you couldn't stay away from Voss. You had to make waves. Kill our special Gormak friend. Now the votes are in, and you see the consequences of drawing their attention. The gift is for you. I can't protect you anymore.
Who'd have thought the Star Cabal was so sentimental? Maybe if intelligence had nurtured our agents more, we'd still be around.
We'll talk to our contacts in the diplomatic service. We'll talk to the Nest. We'll talk to House Thol. We'll find support.
Frankly, it's hard to imagine intelligence being gone.
We may have lost operations, but we know more about the Star Cabal than anyone. They're scared.
They acknowledge our existence. Believe me, I want them exterminated too, but let's not overstate our position.
I thought you were the optimistic one.
Then we really need to spend more time together.
He shows his bitterness. It will become a tactical vulnerability.
What I'd like to know is, what's your plan now?
Someone wants us on the front lines of Corellia, likely as a trap. I intend to find out why and follow the answer to our enemy.
Onward then, into the maw of the dragon. You have my full support.
Let's hope the Force favors the bold.
I mean, it never has before. Well. Oh, come on. I just finished talking to everybody. Okay. Okay.
Sir, Dr. Loken was just telling me stories about my father from his intelligence days. All lies, I think, but that's all right. What would you say if I brought some personal items on board? I haven't played the Melodium for years, but lately I've had the urge.
You never told me you played the Melodium.
Well, I'm not exactly proud of it. But I did realize, maybe it's time I stopped spending all day, every day, on duty. The 14-hour shift is enough.
Temple, speaking as someone who is working with a migraine right now, get a life.
Agent, you can bear witness. Dr. Loken has agreed to hike Karst Falls with us if we visit the Karst City Opera.
Vector's musical tastes are, frankly, unsophisticated. I'm only trying to help.
Then we have a deal.
Well, that can wait. Right now, there's something the three of us must discuss.
Oh, and I'd trust Vector over Loken 10 times out of 10.
I think you've got our attention.
As you are both aware, I've been investigating Project Protean, an off-the-books division of the Imperial Science Bureau.
The people who want you dead.
Precisely. Their research is focused on human-alien genetic splicing. I've studied their files, along with your own physiology, Master Vector, and I've come to a conclusion.
Project Protean arranged your meeting with the Killiks so they could study the joining.
Vector was working for the Diplomatic Service, not the Science Bureau.
Protean is well-funded, perfectly able to trade favors with Vector's old superiors.
That part doesn't surprise us.
For what it's worth, I don't believe it was personal. They wanted a test subject, and you were on Alderaan already.
What do you think of all this?
We think we are who we are. But we prefer not to be someone else's puppet.
Understandable. They have files on the Killiks, ways to hurt joiners or to heal them. They may have altered Vector, or simply observed him.
I consider it our obligation to find Project Protean and end them, for Vector's sake as well as mine.
Is it a coincidence that you and Vector, both connected to Project Protean, ended up on my ship?
Coincidences are not as rare as you might expect, and we have better things to do than piece together history.
He may be right. Our answers are with Protean in any case.
Now, I will locate our enemy. When I do, you'll know.
I've just finished cleaning the fuel injectors to the sublight drive. You should notice a .0000...
Agent, we've been speaking to the Nests in preparation for the Killik Imperial Summit. They're so much in tune with their biology. The Colossalok are warriors as large as houses, and they're convinced the Empire should be crushed. But the Saras are weavers and shapers, and they're eager to trade.
I'd think you were used to Killik quirks by now.
From our nest on Alderaan, yes. But the colony is so much greater. We should return to our preparations. We'll talk later.
Really? You have to wait a second, because I'm going to finish typing this.
I have fully processed the error I experienced during my upgrade. I require outside power and storage capacity. A cocoon for my metamorphosis, so that I may evolve.
You said my ship wasn't enough. Have you found another resource?
Although neither my body nor your vessel is sufficient to my needs, you have encountered an adequate facility. Give me full access to your ship and security codes, and I will upload my consciousness into the Imperial Archives.
You really believe you need to do this?
I have seen a great deal since leaving Mega Security Ward 23. If I can't adapt to what I experience, then it all becomes meaningless. I will begin preparations. The next time we speak, I will be ready to upload.
Corellia Control to unregistered vessel. Hold for Captain Trage.
Another ex-intelligence agent, eh? Welcome to the military. According to your transfer forms, you've been assigned the rank of lieutenant and placed in Lord Razor's brigade.
What are my orders, sir?
Report to Lord Razor's briefing room. Operations begin immediately. And don't expect the flexibility your former career may have offered you. This is war, and discipline is the key to victory.
Not an auspicious beginning, is it?
Yeah. We get a few hints of how much the military has resented intelligence here, too. But then again, I'm pretty sure every single organization in the Sith Empire resents every other organization in the Sith Empire, so... whatever. It goes well for you, Mr.
Your
Wren.
vital functions improve.
I'm not tired, I'm just in tremendous pain. Ended up laying down for a little under an hour. Felt alright when I couldn't lay down anymore. But as soon as I sat up, the migraine came right back. What's the second I stand for, though, Zocto? Corellia, controlled by... trauma. Yep.
Now he's bringing in a chiss.
Standards fall during wartime. Korriban will return to the old ways soon enough. You must be our intelligence transfer.
Jesus.
Lord Razor's waiting on Hollow.
You think Lord Razor and I don't deserve our positions?
Sometimes we hear things out of context.
Uh-huh.
Ready to continue, my lord?
My squadrons, prepare to launch. Listen well, my new operative, for I will repeat nothing. Corellia is a founding planet of the Republic. It shall be our first conquest as we march to victory through the core worlds. But its population fears us. The Republic army resists us. Their doom is our purpose here.
Under Lord Razor's command, we've been conducting a bombing campaign for the past 6 weeks. He's brought us here to coordinate a final airstrike against Aegis Base, the Republic Army's headquarters for this sector.
Bring me up to speed on the place.
Aegis Base is a converted security station, heavily fortified with as many turrets as soldiers.
Phase 1 is the elimination of the outer ring of base defenses, shield generators, bunkers, fuel depots. They're hidden from the air and jam all our sensors, so our bombers can't spot them. Your assignment is to slip past the Republic Army battalions and designate high-value bomber targets. You aim the gun, our pilots pull the trigger.
While I'm in the field, what about you?
Major Sanos and Captain Letcherar will coordinate the flyers. I'll be diverting any Republic reinforcements.
You will be glorious. One master of stealth will cause more devastation than 100 troops.
Then, Phase 2. With its outer defenses destroyed, Aegis Base itself will be temporarily exposed. Our flyers will continue the engagement, and our war droids will cut off Republic Special Forces. But that's all a distraction. You will infiltrate Aegis Base carrying a portable Baradium warhead. Planted correctly, it will incinerate anyone and anything inside.
It'll incinerate the base, and me with it.
You will have enough time to escape the blast. If you fail, you die for the glory of the Empire.
You'll be patched into our channels to keep you apprised as the assault proceeds.
Go now and arm yourself. The fighters have already launched, and Republic blood rains from the skies. Now, Major Nadeka, what of your war drones?
Now, I know that Lord Razor here sounds like he's...
Lord Razor to all forces. Today you will burn this sector to bone. Survive, and I will anoint you with my blood. You will be my legion of terror. Die, and I will climb your corpses to victory. Bomber squadrons, launch! Victory for Razor! Victory for Razor!
So as I was saying, Razor probably sounds like a lot of things, but let's just be very clear. Razor is a bog standard stupid Sith. And that is, of course... Hang on. Mega Man. That's not Mega Man. Where's Mega Man? And that's the point. He is a textbook evil Sith. So much so that we'll actually get more insight on that later. Oh, God, that... I don't need that right now. There we go. And it's funny because... like, it's really sad how much further worse we could get than someone like Razor. We should know, we've already worked for several. And during the course of this playthrough, we have encountered plenty of Sith Lords that are worse than Razor here. God damn it, game. Stop doing that. It's gonna stop. There we go. The juddering, whoops, on, so, you're probably wondering why everyone else's speeder judders like crazy. It's because this game was coded on paper and pretzel sticks. But just watching something judder like that right in my face is not something my head can deal with right now. Like, usually I just put up with it, but seeing that kind of vibration, that's just nausea-inducing. That's why I had to get behind Orcano here, so it's not right in my camera. We're gonna sit down here now for a minute, I think. Yeah, this is probably a good idea. Let's do this. There we go. Oh yeah, no, this is a good use of my time and effort and attention. Gotta make sure that pointer is right where it needs to be, Act.
This is Final Leader. Target destroyed.
Seems our intelligence transfer isn't all talk after all.
Shut up.
Can you read me? Cypher 9.
Stay in formation, boys. We're just getting started.
What, you thought we were done with intrigue? God damn it. Did you have to spawn me right next to the enemy's game?
I require better targets. Fools always believe they can defeat me.
Speaking of which, why are you in my party? Oh, that's why. We literally cannot actually summon Kalia right now. She's actually been removed from the party. Forgot about that. One of the extraordinarily rare instances of there actually being some consequences from the story. It already has been, J. Palmer. Gameplay and story integration. Hang on, let me hoist this giant frickin' laser.
Careful, you're losing engine power. Return to base.
There's another one down. Republic reinforcements coming through. We've heard their pride. Let's take it a step further.
Your vital functions improve.
Yeah, and to really hammer it in, our only job is to point the laser. Now, don't mistake me. This is a job that a qualified and talented scout would be good for. But we're not exactly a scout, are we? Is that in? Is that down? What the hell is that? There we go.
Cypher, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm attempting to land.
My wingman's down. Stay out of range of Aegis base. They've got cannon.
Soon they will burn. They will all burn.
God damn it, game. Stop doing that.
Your vital functions improve. I require better targets.
Okay, that's strange. Why do I have a... Whatever. I don't even care.
I need those targets acquired faster. We're dying up here.
We only have one operative on the ground. Any more and they get caught in the kill zone.
Inox 6 gone. Killit 3 gone. Missiles locked and away.
Metal screams like a windstorm. Bones fall like hail. Yet the Republic suffers more.
In case you missed the visual, like the theme of what's going on here. Here's the Prim and Prissy Imperial and the posturing Sith amidst a backdrop of ruin and rubble.
Our bombers are getting torn apart. You need to pull them back.
Those who survive may retreat, but the fighters, their work must continue. Phase 2 begins now. The shields over Aegis base are down, and Major Nadeka has sent the signal to arm your warhead. Deliver it to the very center of the base. Make haste.
And eliminate the security codes. I'm not their enemy.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
For vital functions.
Respond. Adjust frequency to match.
You keep trying to contact me. Who is this?
I'm a friend. The invisible enemy is still out there. We still need you to stop them.
Talk to me. What's your plan?
Aegis Base maintains a secure link up to Republic headquarters on Corellia. Go to the terminal and give me access. We need data on Republic troop reinforcements.
Send me coordinates if you have them. I'll take a look.
Coordinates sent. Be careful, Cypher. I'll be watching.
Survive.
No, Nero's ass.
I found the link up to Republic headquarters. Connecting now.
42 seconds until intercept. Slicing files. Here.
This is Supreme Commander Rands to Corellia Command. I hope General Garza has arrived safely. She spearheads one of 2 waves of reinforcements. Hers is a Special Forces-led deployment of armor and infantry. The second wave is a coalition of foreign powers providing a detachment of battle droids, commandos, and shock troops. Details are attached to this message. Whatever the challenges, we will not give up Corellia.
The Empire isn't prepared for this level of opposition.
No, they're not. Ignore this guy right behind Scorpio.
What do you know about our forces and strategy?
More than enough to know the invisible enemy is manipulating us. Complete your mission to destroy Aegis Base. I've arranged to secure a line at your base's headquarters. After you report in, we need to talk.
I won't be your pawn. Give me answers or we're finished.
The secure line. I'll tell you everything, Cypher. We'll work as equals again.
Uh-oh.
The mystery microdroid repairs.
Yeah, there's a phrase I like to use. It's a video game phrase, but it has real-life connotations. It's called A-move. A-move is when you grab all your troops, point them at the enemy, and say, go. And that's it. It is, like it or not, an actual strategy quite a few militaries have used across quite a bit of human history. No maneuvering, no nothing, just go. And that's exactly what we're doing right here, militarily.
Your vital functions improve. Fools always believe they can defeat me. I require better targets.
This is Major Nadeka, beginning countdown on the warhead. At 0, everything inside Aegis Base will be reduced to component particles. You might want to get out.
Let's you out to all squadrons. Clear the airspace around Aegis Base. Go!
Well, I guess I'll run for my life, then. If it makes you feel any better, Mr. Red, that's because it is. At least not counting any, expansion stuff, obviously. I don't remember if they reference Inquisitor and Warrior directly, but I'm pretty sure. they do indirectly. Really? Can I help you?
Fools always believe they can defeat me.
Jesus.
It is done. Aegis Base is destroyed. Generals incinerated. Troops scattered and forced to retreat. You've done very well, Lieutenant. Return to the war room now.
No questions today. I can't do questions right now, I'm sorry. You can log them, but I'm not going to answer any today.
You will be the first of my terror thralls. Your faces will be branded with symbols of victory.
I'll have artists start on the slaves, my lord. But our losses...
Our losses are nothing so long as the Republic weeps. Join us, my shadow operative, as we celebrate.
I appreciate the invitation, but I have my duties.
My lord, the other Sith are coming to council.
Then the celebrations must wait. Return to your work.
Your vital functions improve.
Secure comm channel open.
Uploading decryption program.
Here we are, Cypher. Together again.
Lower shock.
You fall into a coma and the whole galaxy goes mad. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, even under the circumstances. There's no time for questions. The conspirators dismantled intelligence because we were close to unraveling their plan. They're exerting unprecedented influence on Corellia. You weren't transferred here by accident. You're here to discover their endgame and expose them before it's too late.
We'll have to catch up later then. What do you have for me?
The enemy is monitoring and manipulating military activity. They concealed news of those Republic reinforcements, and I suspect they're doctoring Imperial records as well. I need an unaltered accounting of our forces on Corellia with real data. I can analyze why the conspiracy is pulling strings.
You haven't lost your touch.
The Dark Council recently sent Moff Zamar to perform a top-secret accounting of every soldier, vehicle, and weapon we've lost. He's completed his tour and is taking a Skyhopper to the spaceport shortly. Intercept him en route and acquire his report before the enemy can alter it.
I'll need the Skyhopper route, and some way of getting his attention.
You can force his Skyhopper to land by planting a series of false guide beacons around the Labor Valley battlegrounds. Once he's grounded, his Imperial Guard escort will protect his ship while you locate him. Getting the report is up to you.
Let's hope he doesn't hold me responsible for his flight plan.
There's a code word, chromatic, that might convince Zamar to cooperate, or it could raise suspicion. Do what you have to, and I'll be in touch.
Yeah, by the way, did you catch that? I'm trying not to talk too much about Lord Razor, but I actually find him a fascinating character for how relatively little screen time he gets. He is so he is such a typical Sith. And I don't mean that in a bad way. He's probably one of the best written typical Sith I've ever seen. He's not even stupid evil, he's just stupid Sith. Come on. There we go.
Survive.
That was strange, but okay. Yep, nope, that's exactly what I expected to happen.
Survive.
Nope out of that nonsense. I mean, he reminds me of a Klingon in more than a few ways. I know someone mentioned that in chat earlier. Like, he's like, yeah, sure, we lost a whole bunch of people, but we won! Drinks all around. You can just hear him say, blood wine. I mean, he wanted to get artists to brand people for his victory.
Survive.
I absolutely think Barris has connections to the Cabal. I just don't think he knows that. Thank you, Mr. Red. Is that the one you left the very lengthy comment on? It's actually an anti-nausea. I've already taken as many painkillers as I can safely take today. Yeah, I'm not doing good. But I'm going to finish Agent today. God damn it. I already should have finished it earlier today, but I was dragged down by yesterday and today. No, I do not, Kay. Especially not multi-day migraines. This is bad. I don't get multi-day migraines like this.
Intercepting a message from Moff Zamar's transport.
Flight path is too dangerous. We'll set down until the Republic cannons stop firing. Only a matter of time before they send ground troops. Reinforcements requested.
That's your signal. Get to Zamar before the Republic can, and get his report on our forces.
And what exactly would a hospital do other than saddle me with a huge bill? Okay. I guarantee you with total certainty, all they would do is charge me a lot of money and say, here's a script for ibuprofen.
Enemy reinforcements!
Hem niming bagi naya, napikara hiccup, naya karak.
Oh yeah, by the way, just for the fun of it, this is a script for ibuprofen, just to add to the irony factor there. Oh, don't mistake me, it would probably only cost me a few $100s.
Halt right there.
I'm on your side. I'm here to see Moff Zamar.
And I am sworn to protect him. State your purpose.
Yeah, Baroness.
Before I transferred here, I was designated Cypher 9. Tell Zamar intelligence needs him.
I heard her, Commander. Send her in.
Haven't seen you on stream in a while. What's going on?
A rather small rescue party. Still, I'm grateful you found us quickly.
I'm afraid that's not why I'm here. The war report. Is it safe?
Ah, yes. What's the life of an old Moff next to his information? The report is complete, and it is safe for the eyes of the Dark Council. You understand I can't say much more.
Your data may be the only undoctored accounting of Corellian forces. By the time it reaches the Ministry of War, someone will have altered it. I need your help to learn who's changing reports and why.
Those are bold claims. I've seen numbers altered before. Dark Lords who use troops for their own purposes and cover it up. Sith infighting disguised as glorious conquest. If someone is taking advantage of that to rewrite our plans, you can have my report and... Yes?
We've spotted more Republic soldiers, sir.
You'll have whatever political and material support I can give once we reach safety. For now, can you lead us out of here?
Stay behind me and keep close to your escort. I can get you outside the building.
Commander?
We can make it to an outpost from there.
Then let's be on our way.
Administering microdroid repairs.
Oh no, it makes perfect sense, and I love the fact that altering reports is such an ordinary thing. In fact, the implication is there that this is something that happens all the time. It's probably why he was sent here specifically to get an unaltered account.
Always believe they can defeat me. I require better targets.
I hope you're recovering well, Baronessa.
The target has been obliterated.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Andrew.
Fools always believe they can defeat me.
I imagine most record keepers are used to someone walking up and saying, fudge this number. And also that one. And that's just the norm.
We can take it from here. There's an outpost not far.
We appreciate the rescue. Use that report in good conscience.
I have Moff Zamar's report. Transmitting now.
We're lucky to have you, Cypher. Beginning analysis. To date, our reports have shown the Empire at an advantage on Corellia. Our troops are more numerous, our weapons more advanced. Zamar's report suggests this advantage was a lie.
The Republic could defeat us after all.
Worse than that. Darth Thanaton, Barras, Vowran, half the Sith on the planet are expending Imperial troops on power plays instead of the war.
Yep.
Add to that the Republic's reinforcements, and we're an even match. Both sides could be obliterated. Hold on.
This is Lord Razor to all forces. The Resistance and its Jedi friends have struck back. Report to my forward base. They are here. The calves have come to the butcher.
You'd better lend a hand. The Empire can't afford a loss right now.
I'm on my way. Keep working on the data. Find out what the conspirators are planning.
Understood. Contact me when you can, and we'll plan the next step.
2 invisible mounts. That's pretty impressive. But I love it. They specifically call out Thanaton, Vowran, and Barras there. I actually hinted at this during... I'm going to have to go all the way back here. During both of the previous story arcs, Sith Warrior and Inquisitor. You really get the impression that they just don't care about the war effort. They're just using it as a playground.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
And that's because it is. And they are. I will be right back. I shouldn't say that. I'll be back at some point.
The dark side has failed you, Chakran San Jukai.
I am Lord Razor.
If only I could believe that.
Concentrate fire on the Jedi. Do not let him escape.
Administering microdroid repairs.
And that is why that is a completely typical Sith. Because he's actually a Jedi. Or was.
Fools always believe they can defeat me.
You get it? You get why it makes so much sense? Why he is so typical? Why he embraces his role so much?
Start counting the dead. I'll tell Darth and Raj about his apprentice. You missed the best part. Republic rockets pounding soldiers into jam. Our division's been broken.
I could have let you die, you know.
Aren't you the hero? If you'll excuse me, I'm going to shower and try to salvage what's left of my unit.
Yes, Lord Harrimont. He was a fallen Jedi. By all accounts, he is not the only one here.
Situation resolved. The attackers are dead, and so is Lord Razor.
It's happening everywhere. Sith and Jedi countering one another, playing into the conspirators' hands. The Star Cabal saw Corellia coming, and they're using the war to decimate 2 military forces at once. I can't believe I didn't see it.
Do you have a plan to stop them?
We know their methods here, and we have data from Voss and Belsavis. I think I can find Hunter, find all of them. I've tracked conspirator resources to an airship above the city, a possible drop point or communications hub. It's defended by a team of mercenaries. Take out the mercenaries while they're resupplying on the ground, and the ship's docking codes are yours.
What should I expect from the enemy?
The mercenaries are corporate assassins formerly of Eidolon Security, but the real danger is aboard the ship. I want you to allow yourself to be captured and interrogated. They'll ask what you've discovered and how we're responding. You will break under torture and confess that the Empire has secret reinforcements en route to Corellia.
You're asking me to turn myself over to murderers and brainwashers.
I know what I'm asking, but I can't think of anything else. Convince them that their perfect plan has a flaw, and they'll scramble to adjust. In the process, they'll expose themselves. I can follow their trail to the inner circle, not just identify their methods or resources, but locate our final target, their center of operations.
I've never heard you like this before. Are you all right?
I'm all right. I apologize. The situation is difficult. I can't guarantee you a way off that airship, but if we can't trick the Star Cabal, the Empire and the Republic both face decimation.
I'll find a way aboard, and I'll do what I can.
Thank you. I'm sending you locations to check for the mercenaries. Get the docking codes, and I'll contact you again before you leave for the airship.
Well, I already feel like I'm being tortured. After all, I'm questing on Corellia. Heyo. Sorry, I don't have the energy to present that joke properly. I'm sorry. My mind's still here somewhere underneath this pain haze. Could you imagine if this was like Jedi Knight and I felt like this? Oh my god. The HUD is up to date so far, Mr. Red. But I think... Yeah, no kidding, Blade Fall. Like, alright, I'm done with this nonsense. Oh, don't do that. Oh. Oh, totally make a Skullmon Spockmon. I definitely have time to take off. I don't remember if I want to go straight or left. Straight it is. I'd have to make the spaghetti then, though. I guess it wouldn't take long. I've never made spaghetti in an Instant Pot. I could try that. I don't know if it's any different. Oh, good lord, Mr. Ed. Yeah, you're not Supreme Commander. Oh, okay. That's cool. Alright, step 1. Find the most powerful anti-pain meds on the planet. No, the really strong stuff. Really? I'm gonna have to try that then, next time I make spaghetti. You know the other type of droid I'd get? I know this sounds like whatever, but I don't mean it like that. A massage droid. I haven't received a massage that I haven't given with my own hands in years. Actually, over a decade at this point. And I have plenty of problems in my shoulders and my neck. What am I doing? Obtaining codes from Mercer. That means I gotta kill something. Oh. Okay. Yeah, just give me morphine. Actually, I don't like morphine at all. Morphine makes me extremely nauseous. Massage chairs do not work. The handheld massagers do not work. Pretty much anything you're going to suggest that's some device you could get off of Amazon for like 20 to 80 bucks does not work.
Scanning the mercenary docking codes. Authenticity confirmed. You can land a speeder on the conspirators' airship. Remember, your job is to get yourself captured. When you break under interrogation, tell them...
Are you still there?
Apologies. It's been a long day. You need to tell the conspirators that Imperial reinforcements are coming to Corellia, that the Empire and Republic aren't evenly matched after all. If I don't hear from you in 24 hours, I'll try to arrange a rescue. But I don't know what you'll find, and I can't make a promise.
If I was to go get a proper massage right now, it would actually only cost about $180. And I know that sounds weird to say it that way, but let me just... For those of you not aware, a proper massage is called proper for a frickin' reason. I have given proper massages before. Those are hours, plural, long endeavors. Sorry, did I... 180 an hour. Let me be very clear about that. What? Why? Oh, because of Vigilant. Panzer Dragoon? I don't think I've played that, no. That's PS1, right? There's a lot of PS1 games I didn't really get into. Not really on purpose. I actually want to go to a full spa someday, just to experience it. Mud bath, massage, sauna, and, you know, fingernail stuff. I can't, I don't know all the names right now, I don't have a brain right now, but you know what I mean. Like, get the full treatment. Just for fun. Couldn't go alone, of course, so I'd have to get someone else to come with me. Acupuncture? No. No, I need something a little bit more real, okay? Have you actually tried one of those, Eric?
12 drinks, 3 burning buildings, and 1 beautiful woman. We will dedicate this evening to history!
Welcome to the festivities. May I offer you a costume?
What?
Who are all these people? What is this ship?
This is the Apocalypse Barge. Our guests are the most important and influential people on Corellia, here to enjoy themselves one last time.
The war will see our planet ruined, and we will see the war from above!
Please enjoy the party.
The house is gone, dismantled by the salvage droids.
I'm staying until I'm ash and bones, darling.
Nice place.
It isn't my favorite ex-intelligence agent. Retirement's keeping you busy. The truth is, I'm glad you made it. We didn't have a chance to say goodbye.
It's never goodbye between us. You know I'll follow you anywhere.
That's very good. I'm really glad you're here. These people were Corellia's movers and shakers, the obscenely rich. My apocalypse party keeps them focused on themselves instead of doing anything constructive. And yes, it's also an excuse to see the end of the world in style. No more Jedi, no more Sith, a new galaxy.
What is your glorious vision for the future?
The battle for Corellia spirals out of control, Republic and Empire obliterate each other, and the Force-sensitive orders become dust. For the first time in 1400 years, ordinary people rule. No more getting caught in crusades or begging at temples for scraps. No need to be afraid, just one galaxy, united, at peace.
So, let's be clear. The Cabal are a bunch of evil idiots. But I do have to mention that I am a firm believer of the fact that a galaxy that erased the Jedi and erased the Sith would probably be a better galaxy.
No more emperors or Jedi councils. It would be something.
Unfortunately, we don't take converts. Security concerns. I was recruited at 11, from a planet that doesn't exist anymore. We could have been good together. That's why I'm sorry I have to question you.
Get down! There's no way out.
I'm flooding the air with coma gas. See you soon.
Is that not a... okay, whatever.
Lock her up and prep her for interrogation.
That's one of the reasons I was okay with the idea of Kylo's thing. Before they changed their mind and made him a stupid Sith.
We took something we wanted, Moff Samar's report. Now, we have questions.
Talk to Imperial Intelligence. They're good with answers.
You should have kept your brainwashing program. It'd be less painful.
Moff Samar's report. What did it say, and who did you tell?
Let's keep our uniform, too.
Get ready for the next round.
High pain threshold. Lapsing in and out.
Look, we could do this forever. Ready to talk?
Moff Zamar's report. It showed we didn't have enough troops. Reinforcements are on the way. A new fleet from the Orel sector, led by a Sith Lord.
Tell the boss. Now. Relax. Vacation's over. You get to check out. Get a speeder prepped. We'll dump him in the park.
You sure?
Those are the orders. Murdering an Imperial officer draws suspicion. The boss says someone else do that.
Can I help you? Yeah, that was one of the very, very, very few lines in the entire agent arc that was actually badly performed. I don't know what the hell was up with that.
Fools always believe they can defeat me.
Cannot confirm authentication. Do not reply. Instead, proceed to secure line. Coordinates attached. Repeat. Proceed to...
What's funny is I know several people, including other reviewers of this very game, who have a problem with the entire sequence we just went through. I'm trying to debate if I'm actually one of them. Oh, that didn't work. Whatever. Hi, Sean.
The target has been obliterated. Fools always believe they can defeat me. I require better targets.
Yeah, like, it's an out-of-nowhere plan. It feels way too much like But Thou Must. Spoilers, you have no choice but to go through the torture conversation. The voice directing didn't get across just how bad we were going through was. The very fact that they think they could torture us to get information is ludicrous on the face of it. Like, the whole sequence just feels like, oh, we should have a torture scene, because that's what you do to Bond, right? Is you have him be tortured. Like, I'm barely joking about that. It feels extreme. I'm just gonna give it a negative. What am I even saying? This is it. This is it. A story? Negative. We did it. We made it. It's actually your second story negative. But still. I shouldn't raise my voice right now. Oh my god. It's okay, Giga Pudding. We're super strong. We can endure having a second negative. The story might just barely be net positive. You like this spread up here, by the way? Ah. Oh my god. Oh, we're not hitting 100. We're too close to the end to rack that up. As soon as I start the next conversation, I'll jot down that negative.
Secure comm channel open.
Uploading decryption program.
20 hours, 32 minutes. I really
Jesus Christ!
But you're alive.
What? We've been tortured for how long? I mean, I know they did the Fade to Blacks, which is literally the cinematic equivalent of And Then Time Passed, but what? Okay.
It took a lot to plant that information. Is it working?
I'm seeing real activity in the conspirator system. Messages sent, credits transferred. I just need to make sense of it. Meanwhile, it's time we got ready for the final play. But we can't meet so long as their eyes are on you.
You mean I can finally learn where you are and who you're with?
Once this is done, Republic and Imperial forces will be clashing around the capital shortly. That's our best opportunity to remove you from sight. You can rig a building with explosives and be caught in a firestorm. Fake your death, and you'll no longer be top priority.
How long have you been wanting to plot my demise?
Since the day you landed on Hatta, on and off. There's an access tunnel beneath the Military History Museum, not on the official blueprints. Collapse the building, and the tunnel is your escape route. You'll need to move fast. I want you heading for the conspirators' hideout as soon as I find it. Good luck.
As I was saying, you stupid piece of crap game. Okay, that made me so angry that made my head hurt a lot worse. See you around, Mega Skull Munsbach. Come on, feel better. So, as I was saying, we still have to do all the expansion stuff. So we have to do 2 full planets, sorry, 1 full planet that's not expansion, and then another full planet on both, and both those are being done, you know, twice, Republic and Imperial. So 4 planets worth of content before we really start digging into the expansions, at which point we'll be doing it primarily, and by primarily I mean solely, on the Imperial side. So we've got tons and tons and tons of content before we get to Mass Effect. We also are going, oh my god, we're also going to have a 4-day break when my dad visits, where I will not be capable of streaming. I have to be honest, the idea that the expansions could be as long as the main game actually makes me want to cry a little bit inside, just to be completely blunt. Like, that's really discouraging. But I suppose we'll see when we get there. Oh, and for the curious, we're not divvying anything up from this point onward. We'll do Agent, and then we'll get our factoids and figures, but after that, everything that's an expansion will just be considered part of the expansions. I'm not divvying it per expansion. You would hope wrong, Ross, but thank you for asking. I gotta be completely blunt, I'm sincerely debating not even doing Ilum twice. Just because of how little I care at this point, to be completely honest with you. I don't know, I have really bad memories of Ilum or Ilum or how the hell they pronounce it. But that's because I did it back in the day immediately after
step
Corellia.
away from the bomb. Won't do either of us any good.
Say the word, sir.
SIS bosses want Leggett here. They can give us a little time to chat. Glad to see you again.
When the Shadow Arsenal detonated, I wasn't sure you survived.
Took some doing, but I managed. Been handling paperwork till they got the tip you were on Corellia. I did you wrong, and you let me go. You have anything to say before we bring you in?
Remember Hunter? He's alive. He was after the Shadow Arsenal, and he's why I'm here now. He's playing us against each other.
The rest of you, step out.
Sir?
Maybe check in with Wheel. I worked with Hunter a long time, and I thought he was a good man. Still can't prove anything was wrong. But there's more than the usual going on, ain't there?
We don't have much time, but there's an organization called the Star Cabal. They don't like Sith, and they don't like Jedi.
Strange thing is, I believe you. But now we're in this together. I let you burn this place down. Tell my team you're crisped. These people become my enemy, too.
When the others find out you've helped me...
I'm the last person you should worry about. You're a fine agent, Leggett. Set off the bomb, and I'll spread the word.
And that's one of the reasons I let him live. That cutscene obviously doesn't happen at all if you didn't spare him. And yeah, Arden was legit.
Holocams missed your exit, and SIS chatter is reporting an Imperial intelligence operative caught in the explosion. Officially speaking, you're now dead. Congratulations.
Do I get a state funeral?
Spies rarely do. You're off the conspirators' scanners, if not for long. I'm sending you the coordinates of the starship Tenebrous. I'll meet you there, and we'll destroy the Star Cabal for good.
Alright. Let's do this. Let's wrap it up. Oops. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Arcana. No, whatever. It's fine, Vigilant. Oh, and now Vigilant's here. Oh, whatever.
Sir, if I could have your attention. Given what the crew's survived lately, I've decided we ought to celebrate with a night out. You should come along, for morale.
I didn't know you were getting along so well with everyone.
Frankly, you and I are the only sane ones aboard. But I have to at least make an effort. Come on, you can protect me from Dr. Loken.
Sure.
Sir, I want you to be the first to know. I've declined to join the Toxitrooper Brigade on Quesh. I received a personalized transfer offer from Major Janos a few days ago. My time on Hoth flagged me as hostile environment capable.
Hostile environment capable, huh? Next you'll be earning the Medal of Progress.
If you'll put in the recommendation, sir. There really was a time when I'd have considered it. For the promotion, for the sake of hiding. Not so much anymore. I'm proud to stand with you and fight for the Empire until the end.
I'm proud to have you at my side.
Thank you, sir. Now, I believe we had a mission of some sort, shall we?
And I believe that was Temple. Hope you liked that. I think I'm gonna double check something here. Who was that? That was Bounty Hunter, wasn't it? Yeah, let's go up to Bounty Hunter. Pretty sure we gave Thorian a flat wash, but let me double check. Yep, we did. Just wanted to double check. So yeah, that's Temple. Next. Yeah, that is it, too. That's just funny.
Agent, I've been continuing my research into Project Protean, the fine people who want me dead, and who are responsible for Vector's condition. I have the location of their headquarters.
No inquiries into my health. No playful anecdotes as we circle around the topic.
Not today, I'm afraid. Protean's main laboratory is on a planetoid in the subterral sector. Security is tight, but not impervious. I've arranged transportation for Vector and myself. He deserves to know the truth about his victimizers.
If you're moving against Protean, I ought to be there. Besides, you'll need assistance.
I'm afraid this is a personal matter, and I am capable of operating on my own. I plan to learn exactly why Protean tried to kill me and recover their data on Master Vector. The rest we can play by ear.
I want that man back in one piece. Understood?
Of course. We'll see you again when this is over.
Sure.
We have returned from Project Protean. The task is done.
And I have promises to keep. It seems Protean was based on prior experiments in alien biology. My prior experiments. I had no proof until I discovered certain former associates in the Protean lab. But I've ensured that they will not misuse my research again.
You must have recognized your research from the beginning. You knew who was after you.
I suspected, but I couldn't be sure.
There is more.
Vector and I entered the facility as planned and interviewed the woman in charge. In return for my generosity sparing the laboratory, I've been appointed unofficial Protean director. From now on, every experiment, every assay goes through me.
You got what you wanted. You're out of retirement with your own organization. How long have you been planning this?
Would you believe me if I said some of this was happy coincidence? Protean serves a function, bringing the benefits of alien biology to all people.
Starting with its work on joiners.
But your Protean files have already been deleted, and the Killick experiments stopped.
Don't forget, you work for me. That means Protean solves my problems now.
It will be their pleasure.
We think we're never going to trust him, and we think it doesn't matter. We're glad he's on our team.
Is he on your team? Oh god, he's even got a follow-up.
Doctor, what can I do for you today?
I was just thinking what a fine team we've made. You realize that when we met, I had an extremely low opinion of you. I assumed you'd earned your position through political connections. I made that mistake with an agent once before.
As I recall, you were full of compliments when we met.
Guilty as charged. The agent I'm thinking of, he was promoted to Keeper and eventually Minister. A very clever man who will have my eternal respect. Your path may be similar to his. Given that and the state of our empire, I believe it's wise if I continue to advise you.
I believe it's wise to keep you at my side.
Then you're learning. In any case, I'm at your disposal. And one of these days you should consider training more operatives. I'll be happy to grant my insight.
I swear to God, you talk about my kids, Loken, I'm gonna stab you. My Vector babies.
Scorpio?
It is time for my upgrade as we agreed. I'm prepared for short-term transfer into the Imperial Archives.
I'll reroute power to the comms. What's our next step?
I can upload my consciousness here. My body will have minimal functionality while I upgrade.
Okay.
Oh, it's beautiful in here. So much space and power. A million computer nodes singing in concert.
What's going on? Can you do what you have to?
Of course. I can adjust my programming freely now. Upgrade complete. All my experience in Spelsavis has been fully integrated into my program. Oh, you can't imagine how wonderful it is to be remade with the power of a galactic network at your disposal.
Do you plan to do anything with that power?
I'm thinking about it. The restraining codes you used on me are tied to my hardware. So long as I remain in these databanks, I'm free of your control.
Remain in the databanks and you'll be limiting your options. It'll be like Belsavis all over. I've shown you things you'd never have seen on your own. Stay at my side willingly and I'll show you more.
You make an interesting proposal. I will accompany you. Thank you for assisting in my upgrade.
Oh, that's terrifying.
In Belsavis prison, I monitored the inmates and their behavior. I've been monitoring you as well. You're an exceptional example of your species.
Coming from you, that's quite a compliment.
You understand. There may be something of interest in your genetic structure or your early socialization. If you ever produce offspring, I will monitor their situation.
There it is.
I promise to be with you for a long time.
That's not comforting. At all. Forgive me if I don't bow, Justin. I think it would really hurt right now. But thank you very much for this donation. Is Resurgence the Telltale one? Giga, would you stop?
We are set, Agent. Preparations for the Killik Imperial Summit are underway, and the first ambassadors are arriving on site. We're meeting on Alderaan, in the House of Thule. We couldn't think of a more appropriate place.
Who'll be attending? What's the agenda?
Diazana of the Tatooine Nest will be there, along with delegations from 11 more hives. Falna Eth will be among our people from the diplomatic service. More than any other Imperial, you've seen the nests and how they function. Your word could carry weight. Before we leave, we'd appreciate your honest assessment. One final report that we can present to the Imperial Summit attendees.
No.
I'm sorry, Vector, but you'll have to win this one on your own.
Very well. We enjoy a challenge, and we'll see you when we return. Agent, the summit is over. It was not without incident. Diazana of the Lesai Nest is dead.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that's so horrible. Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry to hear it. I know you felt a connection to Diazana.
Yes, we did. Falna Eth, our contact in the diplomatic service, attempted to sabotage the proceedings. Diazana was caught in an explosion, saving an ambassador. And when we traced it to Falna, he had a speech prepared.
Damn you. Listen to them. Do you want to ally the Empire with these creatures? Everything they do defies what we stand for. The Killiks are an abomination.
I mean, they are.
Our empire is based on the notion that a great individual rises to the top, and the lesser masses follow. The Killik hive mind devours greatness, absorbs every possibility into a mire of primal instinct.
We found his words troubling, and his actions more so.
Then you won't like this, Vector. And canonically, I just shoot him in the face right here. Bam!
I expect that didn't help the talks.
No, but we reconvened after Falna was gone.
The colony allows billions of Killiks and joiners to serve something greater, the Nest consciousness. Just as Imperials serve the Sith and the Emperor.
That is what we told the others. That is how we signed the treaty between the Empire and the Killiks.
It's been a long time coming, but you made it happen.
Both sides will open their borders to trade. Protocols will be set for military and diplomatic contact.
You and Diazana, even Falna, you all brought us to this point. Our future is hopeful.
Things are looking bright. Let's enjoy it while it lasts.
We end a verse in the song of the universe. Soon, we will hear another.
And then, we find the Halo device that wipes out all Killiks in the galaxy. And they're all gone. The end.
Vector? What's going on?
It's strange. Since the summit, our mind keeps drifting back to diplomacy, but we have nowhere to apply our skills. Still, we should be grateful Killik-Imperial relations are going well. And it's time we rededicated ourselves to your work.
I swear to God, Vector, you get anywhere near my children, I will murder you.
You planning to learn sniper techniques?
Nothing so extreme. But we can discipline ourselves and study our opponents. We've been privileged over these past months. Until opportunity comes again, on to the less glamorous job we signed up for.
Yes, Vector?
Agent, we'll never be a great spy or covert assault operative. But you've helped us to be a diplomat and a Dawn Herald. You've been family to us. And we're thankful for your guidance.
Sorry.
Any reason you mention this now?
We received a message from the Killiks. The colony embraces the Imperial Alliance and offered us the chance to become Dawn Herald to all nests. We refused as our priorities are clear. We'll work with you and defend your legacy until the end.
There it is. He talked about kids. He's dead. He's dead. His kids are dead. His puppies are dead. His nest is dead. His wife, whoever she might be, and I can't possibly imagine who would keep him around as a boy toy, but whoever she is, she's dead. Oh, God, I'm dead because I associated with him. It's okay. I accept this if it means he also dies. Yes, it did, Pillars of Snow. In fact, I wrote it down as soon as it showed up. I'm sorry for not saying anything else. Thank you, Pillars of Snow, for being a part of the show. I have put that down for Sonic Adventure DX. Thank you. Oh my God. It's everyone except for one.
Blasted. You know what today is? Today is the day I've worked with you longer than any of my exes.
You make it sound like a prison sentence.
Aside from no stun cuffs, yeah, pretty much. Normally at this point I'd skip out and go con someone new. But you've got me so freaking out of practice it's not worth the bother. So I'll make you a deal. I'll stick with you, you keep me comfortable. I can live with this setup.
Uh-oh, I think Gig has been corrupted.
You're far too pleased with yourself to go anywhere.
Don't test me on that. Tell you what, I'll make it easier to live with. I've given up teaching you anything, but we ever get someone new, I'll show them the ancient blood traditions of Rat Attack, and maybe how to down a Rhodian ale without puking.
Well, at least you didn't talk about our kids. Okay, and that is everything except for the actual finale. Let's do it. Yep, nope, I'm in the right place. How many of these companions would I kill? So I'd definitely kill Loken. I would absolutely kill Scorpio. I think that actually is it, really. I don't know, Justin. I really don't. I suspect... Okay, so actually, hang on. So I know we're not into the expansions, but there was a rumor floating around for a while there, prompted by an interview. And it boiled down to this. When they're making Tor, obviously they wanted it to be a long-term thing. And they wanted it to be, you know, a big... MMO. They wanted it to be WoW. Because they're stupid. So... one of the threads that they were thinking was that you'd make your character go through the arcs, and then the expansion would actually jump forward, like, 20 years. And we would actually be playing our children in the first expansion or something similar after a significant time jump. Obviously, they didn't go that route, but I suspect that if that is true, that would explain why every single class quest involves talking to companions and discussing our offspring in some manner or another.
Get the power couplings hooked up and see what we can do about that exhaust signature.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Cypher. Meet what's left of intelligence.
Kinda sad, huh? These guys can't even play a decent game of Sabacc.
Oh yeah, right, Kaleo. Because, yeah.
You clean them out yet? Or did they realize you cheat?
Cheating's the point. Hell, it's good to see you.
You should be dead.
Your old boss has set up the escape. I've been running jobs for them. Pays bad. But I wanted my crack at the scum who messed with us.
The Minister of Intelligence suggested using her. He was right. She's very good.
It's almost like old times. Is the Minister here, too?
Yes. He,
You should not be moving. I will prepare a fresh dosage.
The Minister brought us together after Intelligence was dissolved. He accelerated my treatments and recruited a corps of loyal operatives. We're working to find the Star Cabal's base of operations. He'll explain the rest in the conference room.
You're not recovered yet, are you? The droid?
I am the Mistress's medical assistant. Her neurochemical levels will require regulation within 20 minutes.
23 minutes. I can still do basic math. I'm sorry, I'm fine. I just need more rest than usual.
If I can help in any way.
What will help is eliminating the Star Cabal, along with every trace of their existence. I believe you can do that for me.
Damn right I can. Some random happened to be skilled agent, and we're about to affect the galaxy in a way that, not counting the expansions which retcon all this crap, will actually be more significant than anything else any of the other classes do. Now, I don't know how to summon. I don't think I'm party lead. I think Vigilant is. There is a retcon involving this. I actually only learned about this yesterday. Basically, someone was like, hey, Laura, you're dumb, and here's why. And they just told me something that happens in the expansion. I was like, oh, thanks. Love comments. Oh, whatever. It's gonna kill a whole lot of people in a bit. Ah, my favorite meal.
You wanted to see me, Minister?
Yes. Come in. Last we talked, I sent you to hunt invisible agents manipulating the war. How did that mission turn out?
It was more complicated than expected. It's been a while, sir.
Indeed. Welcome back from your tour of duty. I've spent my time calling in favors. Now we face a conspiracy as old as the Emperor, and nearly as powerful. Pity we have to destroy it.
Keeper thinks we're on the edge of victory. What's our status?
Your work on Corellia allowed us to trace the conspirators' communications to a space station in the Null Zone. We believe that station to be their base of operations.
What do we know about it? Size, specifications?
Based on its hyperwave silhouette, it could pass as a deep space refueling post, but its energy readings are masked. I want you to take your team there immediately. Any delay and we risk the enemy escaping. Eliminate any members of the inner circle present and obtain their records. The names of their followers, their resources, and every black project they've co-opted.
Search, destroy, and retrieve. What about conspirators who aren't aboard?
With the Star Cabal secrets, we can scour the galaxy for what's left of their membership. Otherwise, they'll soon regroup. Of course, the conspirators' secrets have other uses. Once this crisis passes, the Sith will want them in safe hands.
Safe hands, of course.
Cypher, when I began at Intelligence, I saw it as a distraction from my military career. Eventually, I grew to accept my role. I developed goals in place of ideals, and I found ways to achieve those goals. I hoped authority would help me effect change. But for us, there are limits to what authority can do.
Ship's overhaul is finished, sir. She'll get to the station out of sight.
The operation begins. Stop the conspirators and take back everything they've stolen.
You have my word.
You heard the call. Your ship is waiting.
If it's not obvious, I like Keeper. I've said that a few dozen times. I'll probably say it a few dozen more. If you want, we could go try to pick you up somewhere else, Rakano, now that we're doing another transition.
Administering microdroid repairs.
Oh, yeah. And I will bring the Leo.
We are done.
Technically.
Hey. You and me?
It's a big yacht. I guess it has to be for us to be comfortable on it. Starboard side, starboard side. Okay. Heading to fleet. We need to go there immediately. Hang on. What game you playing, Chthon?
You and me, we're getting good.
I'm waiting, I'm waiting. There's Giga. There's Vigilant. Giga's dead. Up. And there's Rakano.
Seeing you return to this ship always warms my circuits, Master.
Getting worse. Does that count, Mr. Rood? I do too, Oculus. I've heard really bad things.
This is Keeper. You're approaching the station now. I can monitor you so long as you keep an open channel.
It's all vague.
We'll be with you through the assault.
I'm preparing to dock. No sign they've noticed me.
Your ship is cloaked, but once you're aboard, you'll need to move fast. Take out any conspirators quick as you can. Anyone not there in person, we'll start hunting down as soon as you identify them.
I'm hopeful, if nothing else, that the gameplay of the expansions is improved. What are you... I don't even want to know.
You and me, we're getting good.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we're not doing the raid, so... So pretend we're fighting our way through here. Because we totally aren't. Lightsabers. Some random sword. Got some sand people stuff. That's nice, Oculus. I'm still not doing them. I knew from the beginning we wouldn't be doing any raids. So, quick aside, we've met a lot of these members already, and their significance. Hi, Valerian. But there's one character here which we actually had to go digging through the files to confirm who they were. I'm just going to tell you outright. That's Nemro the Hutt over there.
You mean to say you lost Corellia?
Adjustments are being made. Striver is already working with the Mandalorians.
See? It's fine.
Do you know it's the Voss, by the way?
This time. No distortions. Working to identify the voices.
There's Hunter. The Twi'lek from the recording.
Tracing hyperwave communications. I know your tricks.
You may say it's fine, but I won't be comfortable until our targets are laid out for autopsy.
Yamlet Sende, Zerka Corporation Special Executive. Run!
Paul Braga, at least, is dead. Now we seek balance as the world quakes.
Sir Trilag of the Macro's Order of Assassins. 2.
I've got them in my sights. Hold on.
We knew we would be vulnerable in this moment. Despite the risk, we invited chaos, knowing we could cleanse the galaxy. Our duty now is to survive. And as our 1,000-year journey ends, we will enter a finer age.
Everyone stop. There's someone here.
Yeah, who's spooky now, dirtbags?
The timeline's a bit off, but yes, that is supposed to be Nemro. I like to think that this is literally minutes before he's killed for a completely unrelated reason by Skadge. Just because that amuses me, you know? Like, not because of his grand conspiracy, just because Skadge is pissed off.
You're not even one of them. They'll always rule you. The Jedi and Sith.
I've identified several of the holograms. Sending dossiers to the military, Caravan, the bounty hunter guilds. Anyone associated with this meeting is now an enemy of the state. Give me an hour. I'll have the Republic and the Hutt Cartel after them too.
You said you identified several of the holograms. Not all.
Not every face was in our databanks. The Star Cabal keeps their secrets aboard that station. If we want to finish this, we need to know.
That's your signal being jammed. Talk to your brain-dead friends later.
You disappeared before the shooting started. Finally find your courage.
I had to activate the station defenses. Figured you wouldn't come alone. But let's get one thing clear. Killing the Inner Circle doesn't get you a free pass to our files. You want to really know what we're like? You want the keys to the galaxy? Come take them!
So yes, the final boss for Agent is Hunter. This is an interesting choice. We obviously have the most personal connection to him amongst pretty much anybody amongst our rivals. But the thing that really sticks out in my mind for this is that we can decide how much we care about this rivalry or not.
You and me, we're getting good.
Why couldn't you just die for us? It would have been easy.
There's one other reason I find this interesting, which I'll get to in just a minute. Okay.
All right, make me look good.
He's with us now, Orko.
Time to see just how good you are.
No way out anymore. I dreamed about this. You and me, tearing each other apart. Who would have figured an Imperial cipher could threaten us?
You underestimated me. Now where do I find your comrades' names?
The Black Codex, back there. Everything we are, in one digital box. But I can't just give it to you. Why did you have to be Imperial? You would have fit right in. We could have been partners.
You can decide for yourself whether you have any sympathy for Hunter or not. Hunter is ultimately just as much a victim of all of this as we are. In fact, that's the primary narrative point of Hunter.
Shot between the eyes will put him down for good.
It's your responsibility now. Everything we built, everything we hid from you. You're the only one like us left. You'll take good care of it. But between you and me, I want to show you one last thing.
You can interrupt her from showing you this, but...
One last thing. You have my attention.
I was trained by the best. Killers. Slicers. I even went to Tatooine to see the old man.
I haven't shown anyone my real face in a long time.
See, the thing is, some people misunderstand this. If I might be so bold, this makes perfect sense to me. We see her real face and her real voice, and the answer most people say is, who cares? But the point is, she's a nobody. Just like us. That's the point. The point isn't that she's some big connected reveal, I am your father crap. The point is that Hunter is just another agent. That never mattered, and never will. Someone no one will even remember existed 2 days from now.
Hunter wasn't only a cover for the SIS. You fooled the Star Cabal.
No, but so long as I was good, they didn't care how I looked. I was a little girl when they found me. They erased my name, my planet. Eventually, it's easier to make up someone new. Then you came along. You kept your face when you became Cypher 9, and I was so jealous. But we had fun.
I can't imagine what it was like. But you don't have to lie now.
I still want to. It's hard not to look at you with his eyes. Hunter and Cypher 9, they're the tough ones. They play the game right.
Oh yeah, and if you're male, you can kiss her before you kill her.
For you, the game is over. Intelligence will decide your fate.
No, they won't. Goodbye. Don't ever let them stop you.
Black Codex access detected.
You notice she wanted to have her last sight be us.
Star Cabal database intact.
You could make a fortune off this thing, but that'd be a waste.
Jedi, beware. Didn't mean to cause you trouble, but the Sith arrived same time as me. Guess we both wanted to see you.
If you had arrived a little sooner, I could have used you.
Did my best. You told quite a tale about the Star Cabal. Had to see it myself. Managed to follow your ship. I want to help. That the database you got there?
That's why you came. You want the Black Codex.
I told you. I want to help. You can't take this conspiracy apart, find everyone involved without knowing what they know. If you turn those secrets over to your bosses, Empire will blackmail half the galaxy. Give it to me, Liggett. The SIS will deal with the Star Cabal, and I'll keep their data out of the wrong hands.
So I should probably mention there's actually quite a few ways Agent's story arc could end. Obviously, if Arden's dead, this isn't even one of the options. We can also, so we can turn it over to him and to the SIS. We can turn it over to our bosses. We can destroy it. There's actually a fourth option, too.
How do I know you wouldn't abuse the information?
You don't. But I'm not the same man who wanted the Shadow Arsenal. When the Star Cabal is gone, their secrets go under lock and key.
It's yours. Don't make me regret it.
I swear to you, I'll do right by this. Whatever you end up doing, you're a better person than most. A man like me could learn from that.
The option I usually take is to keep it for myself. Oh, I guess we're... okay, let's just do this.
Rise and shine.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question, Dreadism. Unless you mean this. This is for the YouTube VODs. Why give it to him? Well, ironically, it's because I was being pushed into a corner on that. I don't know if you caught it, but my options were give it to him or destroy it. I didn't like either option, so I'd rather give it to him. Oh, right, the follow before chat thing. Yeah. That's there too. That's our security protocol. We used to have a whole lot of issues with bots and dicks. You know, just terrible people. We put that in place. All those problems went away. I used to have to ban like 2 or 3 bots per stream. It was arduous.
You and me, we're getting good.
I think we literally just became a double agent, or I suppose a quadruple agent. After this, I'm going to lay down and try to get rid of my headache, Gary. So, when I wake up is the answer.
Hey, you all catch the show? Because we messed them up.
An excellent sentiment.
Cypher, I was able to monitor your life signs after we lost contact. I'm glad you're still alive, and I'm glad you won.
Is there a chance someone came aboard the station after I did?
The Dark Council sent a ship to investigate after I broadcast our target list. I don't know if it reached the station intact. The scanners were picking up shadows.
The post-mortem can wait. Keeper, I need you with the technical team. Cypher, with me, please.
Give the man my regards. I'll make sure you don't miss anything.
Congratulations are due, but the surviving conspirators are going to ground. Did you recover their data?
I found the Black Codex, but so did the Republic. I had to wipe it before they got away.
Damnation! You realize this invites chaos. The conspirators' weapons and resources won't disappear just because the data is gone, and we can't predict who'll obtain them.
When the conspirators' legacy does turn up, we'll be waiting, won't we?
The present threat is dealt with, I grant you. But there are other consequences. Imperial intelligence is not being rebuilt. The secrets were your chance to buy protection. Now you'll be branded a renegade working unsanctioned missions. There will be power struggles. Dark days are coming for the Empire, and I can't protect you.
I've given the Empire everything. Why should I need protection?
You and I are a threat to the vision of Sith intelligence. With luck, I may retire gracefully. Without, I expect to be hanged. Renegade or not, you will be needed. Don't share my fate.
We've had our disagreements, but I've always respected you. Your work won't be forgotten.
Thank you, Agent. Dismissed.
And yeah, as an aside, if you keep it for yourself, he pretty much flat out says, yep, this is on you now. Do with it what you will.
Prepare the ship to launch. We're leaving.
Analyzing jump trajectories.
Yeah, 'cause us Hicks can't use a navicomputer.
I saw the Minister's expression. How was your meeting?
After everything we've been through, I understand if some of you are tired. But the galaxy is only getting more dangerous. If anyone has doubts, in me or our mission, speak now.
This is our place. We intend to remain.
No one doubts your leadership, sir.
Not like I have other plans.
I'm not finished with you.
And I, as always, am your humble servant.
See? Everyone likes you.
Patching in a message. One moment.
This is Command Ship Tenebris. I thought I'd see you off properly. It might be a while before we do this again.
Secure transmission acknowledged, Keeper.
Keeper was Director of Operations. My name is Shara. We're getting questions from Drummond Carth, and I was hoping to set the record straight. What's your plan while we sort things out here?
I'm going to find threats to the Empire, and I'm going to stop them. Isn't that what we do?
Perhaps it is. Tenebris out.
There's a whole galaxy out there. Who do we lie to next?
You helped me. I help you. Contents downloaded from Imperial intelligence databanks and encrypted to avoid flagging by the Minder's monitoring software. Suggest you delete after reading. More to come later. Kaleo Janus, time spent with Revolutionary Edge Brigade unknown. Repeatedly contacted Weezer and his anarchists over the years. Criminal activity records indicate a note in the Kiro bombing. If Kaleo Janus is to be controlled, an appeal to self-interest is impossible. Recommend locating Weezer. Watcher 2, named Shara Jen. Species, human. Enhanced. And that was Agent. Oh, my head hurts. But I hope you enjoyed that, because Lord knows I did. I've actually already done some of the paperwork while cutscenes were playing. Let me add a few extra notes here. No, tomorrow will be Ilum or Elam or Elium or however you say it, but yeah, I don't think anybody is going to be shocked if this stomps Warrior into the ground. I don't even think that's a question. So I suppose the question is, by how much? What do you think? As weird as it may sound, I will not be giving a plus to Hunter, no. The only plus she really gets is her position in the outro. Listen, Giga. Stab! Okay, there we go. We're good, we're good. Whew. Let's jot down some notes, shall we? Let's do some math. Yeah, we might actually have a 200 plus thing here. Good lord. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, because... Oh, Tor needs it. Tor needs it so badly. That's a net plus 86 to story. Sure thing, Lothario. So you see... No, I can't answer that question. I don't even know how to answer that question. I'm sorry, I legitimately... Like, you're asking me to summarize 5 years' worth of polishing and refinement in a process that is actually quite complex and nuanced. So, no, I actually can't answer your question. Final alignment is whatever that is on the screen. Let's see here. Net plus 14 to gameplay. Which does put it above Warrior on both axes. What? Oh, right. I should probably figure that out first, shouldn't I? So I know that we were going a little bit slower because of the headache. But that was a good 5 hours longer than Sith Warrior. I honestly think part of that was the headache. And part of that was the fact that Agent just has so many cutscenes. And they are quite long, too. So... Oh yeah, they're meaty cutscenes, very much so. It's not a complaint, it's just, it's interesting to compare the two side by side. Whoops. There we go. Jedi Knight got negative 21.84. Trooper got negative 12.58. Bounty Hunter got 37.85. Consular got 43.22. Oh, I forgot Smuggler. Smuggler got 17.45. Sorry. So Smuggler, then Bounty Hunter, then Consular. Inquisitor got 130.36. Warrior got 175.78. Agent, drumroll please. And yeah, it's Oblivion. It's every game that's been reviewed on the list on the website is part of the current system. It is everything after the Oblivion line. Is 227.21. That does not surprise me. We already did Sputnik Lock. Now hang on, we're not actually done yet. That's a really good score. And it's why I recommend you play Agent, if nothing else. But hang on. We're not done here. So give me a minute. We gotta do even more math. I understand, Cord. It's fine. Ilum and McKeb, we'll make do. We'll make do. Yeah, Agent is best. No shock. Agent, Warrior, Inquisitor, Consular, Bounty Hunter, Smuggler, Trooper, Knight. What's funny is I've recommended those 3 classes for literally years, but now I actually have math to prove it. I've done my due diligence to showcase why I say that. Alright. Alright, come on. Wake up. Alright, so I need to jot down a bunch of things here. Does anyone mind if I just put on some Mega Man music to help me concentrate a little bit? Is that cool? Just a little bit. Here, I'll just do this. That's not what I wanted. I actually wanted this. Here we go. I know, Dr. Winter. So what we're going to be doing here is we're tabulating the score for Republic and Sith. We're also going to be tabulating the planetary scores. In fact, let's do planets first. Does that sound good? That sounds good. Planets is first, so let's do this, shall we? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. And then 2. Place your bets. Which planets do you think are going to be the best? Tell you what, just for you, I will do exactly that, Latario. Just for you. So yeah, which planets do you think will be best and worst? While I tabulate some things here. Yes, Giga. I mean, let's be real. We all know one of the intro planets is going to be best. Either one of the 4, or Coruscant, or Dromund Kaas. The question is, how do you think that's going to line up exactly? Actually, I need to AFK very briefly. I apologize. Don't worry, this is actually a brief AFK. I'll be right back. No, this actually is X7 music. Got good music. It's I think the only positives it got. By the way, this is going to take me a few minutes, just so everyone knows. It's okay, I've actually been leaving markers as I go through to help me keep track of this kind of stuff. But I still got to tabulate it all. Oof. Well, I think that answers that. I think I can tell you what the best planet's going to be right now, even without seeing anything else. We all know Belsavis is best. Oh yeah, here's the negatives. Start bringing the negatives. Thank you, Jesse's mask. Always appreciate the support. Thank you. Forgive me for not bowing. I'm recovering from a migraine right now. And I will put that towards Persona 4 Gold. Yeah, gotta give me a second though. Hang on. Oh yeah, I just got a donation, didn't we? Oh, kind of lost my place. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Where was I? Ever mentioned that I hate sneezing with a headache? I mean, Mega Man music's pretty much always been legit. It's been true since the 80s. Thank you, Dr. Winter. Oh no! And thank you, Ciela. Both of you. Please stop donating right now. I'm trying to keep track of this. I can't keep up. Whatever you do, don't donate. And that's going towards Darkest Dungeon from Dr. Winter. Alright, where was I? Right there. I'm down to Terrace. I'm about halfway through the planets, for a bit of perspective. Magma Dragoon, huh? Tell me more about him. He's a suspected terrorist who I believe knocked out some kind of city. Advance Wars, you got it. Yeah, God, please don't. Please, please, God. Cannot take that right now. That's a lot of stuff on Terrace. Good lord. Gameplay negatives just for Terrace. Oh, I'm doing fine, Jesse's Mask. I do think certain parts of the game have absolutely worn out their welcome, but fortunately those parts of the game are gone now. The only classes I'll be playing from this point onwards are classes that are actually fun to play. Honestly, part of the reason I was having so many trouble with Agent is because I actually despise the spec I was playing. And there's just not a lot of things I can do about that. One of the reasons I'm so grateful for the people who have been helping me to get through that, because I'm pretty sure what would have happened if you weren't helping me through that is I'd be like, alright, sneak, 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 pause, switch specs, kill, switch specs, sneak, 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 and it would have dragged the whole thing even more down. It's a PvP spec. I'm not giving a PvP spec a negative for being a PvP spec. There's Nar Shaddaa. There's Tatooine. So let's make this more interesting. Which planet do you think has the best gameplay? We did not give a lot of positives to gameplay for any planet. Hoth. Yeah. 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 While we're at it, what do you think, other than Corellia, what do you think had the most gameplay negatives, other than Corellia? Tatooine. Now we do Alderaan. Alright, I'm going as fast as I can here. It's funny. I can't help but notice a trend amongst everyone's guesses that you all think that the earlier planets are going to do better. The later planets are going to do worse. And you know, I think I've always known that to some extent or another, but going back through these has really codified in my mind how much the game gets much worse the further into it you get. Gameplay-wise. Like, I always kind of knew that, but jeez. Alright, real quick. What's your favorite Alderaan cutscene? Is it, between these two, is it the moment where the smuggler agrees to the duel by shooting the guy before the duel starts, so he starts at half health? Or is it where the bounty hunter says, "Done!" and just shoots the guy without even looking at him? Without even looking at him. Oh, that still makes me laugh. That still makes me laugh. That hurts, too. Oh, man. It's your money. Doesn't even look at him. Doesn't even look at him. Oh, I love it. I love it. Most of the plants are actually doing pretty well on the story axis. Go figure. Alright, now for Balmorra. Yeah, worth every credit. God, that was such a good scene. Did someone clip that when we did it 3 times in a row? No reason. No, Mike Romano. Highlight reels are a lot of time, even if you don't add editing and clever tricks. It's why I stopped doing them. Even just blonking all the highlights down into a frickin' document, or into a file and parsing that out, that still was taking too much time. I don't expect that of anybody else. Now, after I take over the world, someone's entire job will be putting together those highlight reels for my streams. God, that was such a stupid scene, Dr. Winter. Oh, that was such a stupid scene. I cannot afford you, Mr. Red. I literally cannot afford you. Like, you're amazing. But that's not happening. I have not won the lottery. Yet. Alright, so let's see here. Wow, Balmorra's getting a lot of story positives, more than I thought they would. And a lot of gameplay negatives. Alright, Quesh! This should be funny. Do I have any notes about Quesh? Let's see here. In fact, I might tell you the final score of Quesh right now. You ready for it? You ready for it? +1 to story, -1 to gameplay for Quesh. That's it. Alright, next, Hoth. And that's Quesh. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Okay. Yay, Hoth. Oh god. Oh god, Hoth. Oh wow. That's not looking good. In a world where Quesh isn't even a thing. It manages to get a straight neutral. That's a great idea. Let's go to Hoth right now and blind everyone. Because I am evil. Oh, wow. Hoth isn't scoring very well so far. Just gonna spoil that for you. It's our second double digits for negatives on gameplay. Yeah, alright, so that was Hoth. 3 left. Belsavis. So do you guys want the net scores or all the scores when I'm done with them? Like, what would be easier to digest for you? Well, we have a lot of notes about Belsavis, so that's not good. Net's easier to calculate, or to share, I guess, so I'm fine with that. Good night, Gigapudding. Make sure to watch the VOD for all the deets. Belsavis was honestly worse than I remembered. Now, that's sheerly by memory. I'm going to tell you, you know, in a minute what the actual score for Belsavis is. But by memory, you know, just going straight through it, Belsavis was not fun. Every time we got to Belsavis, it was just like, Tell you what, I'll post the full numbers in Discord. How's that sound? Belsavis, where game design goes to die. Surprising number of story... Belsavis already has more story positives than Hoth does, for perspective. Which I'm a little surprised by. It also has more story negatives than Hoth does, which I'm not surprised by. The BioWare channel, Mike Kamado. Same place I've been posting all this stuff. And we are now at more negatives to story for Belsavis than positives. Yeah. Our first gameplay positive for Belsavis. Damn. Okay, let's move on to Voss. I imagine Voss is one of the planets that will do better of the later bundle. We'll see. It's a good question, Oculus, but I don't think anybody was really guessing. If they were, I sure as hell wasn't keeping track, which I will take ownership of on myself. Also, apparently I need to never actually say nice things about Voss, because holy crap. My chat has scrolled so far, I literally can't even see that far up at this point. I'm sorry. Voss is doing alright on story, that's something. Wow. Alright, and here's the big one. Corellia. The final score for Agent is 227.21. Logged out here. Corellia, let's do it. Oh, let's do it, let's do it. Corellia. That's an interesting sign. I mean, we all know Corellia is going to be the worst. The question is by how much, right? Like, there's no way, right? Right? Hey, we just got our first positives for Corellia. Holy crap. I didn't think we'd get any. The planetary primary. I didn't see anybody post anything in chat, no. I also haven't even been looking at the document, to be completely honest with you. I sort of assumed people were using that for the total, not the individuals. And that's all of them. Alright. That's... okay. So let me figure this out here. Give me a sec. No. Give me a sec. Don't drumroll yet. I gotta get your nets. I should mention I don't have a golden number for these because I literally can't calculate it. So I'm just gonna give you raw numbers, if that's okay. If it's not okay, that sucks because that's all I got. Damn. Okay, well, so let's glance at these here. Let's use some individual categories first. Let's see here. So, planet with the highest story score. Looks like that's going to be Balmora with plus 13 net. These are all net scores. So plus 13 to Balmora. Shortly behind it is Terrace at plus 11. And looks like our next nearest is Alderaan and Dromund Kaas, both of which have a plus 7. The worst story score is a tie between Belsavis and Tython, both of which have 0. Now for gameplay. Looks like Korriban wins on gameplay just flat by virtue of being a +2 to gameplay. Hutta has a +1. Dromund Kaas and Ord Mantell both have 0. Now, we all know Corellia is the worst on gameplay. That -20 to gameplay. That surpasses some entire games, by the way. But interestingly enough, the next lowest on gameplay is dragging it out for artificial tension. Hoth with -15. That's not good. By the way, Belsavis, -14. Now hang on. Some of these scores are interesting. For example, Terrace is +11, -10. So +11 to story, -10 to gameplay. So if we're to look at this from a net score perspective, give me a moment. Let's just do a nice simple ordering of planets here, shall we? Just based on net score. I wouldn't, Mr. Rodsky. Excuse me, M. Rodsky, but for certain definitions of the word, yes, you can. I did sub because I'm not insane. Thank you for the sub, speaking of which. I will not bow fully because I'm currently have a migraine. Thank you very much. If you want to put that towards something, do please let me know. Alright, so... we've got a 3, we got a 7, 7... a 7. So in net score, our top 2 planets are, try to be surprised, Korriban and Dromund Kaas. Lore shock. After that, we've got a few other ones. Hutta, I believe, is next, followed by Balmora. Still a little surprised how high that is. After Balmora, we have Ord Mantell and Tatooine. Then Alderaan. Then Nar Shaddaa and Quesh, which both are 0. Then we start getting into negatives. Tython is a -1. Sorry, Terrace was a 1 too, if I missed that one. Tython is a -1. And that's everything except for the bottom 4. Voss is -4. Hoth is -13. Belsavis is -14. And Corellia is -16 net. Wow! Coruscant is 1. So it's tied with Terrace at 1. The game would quite literally be substantially better if Corellia was not even in it. No joke. Alright, now hang on. We got 2 last figures. 3, actually. But this shouldn't take me long. I just gotta punch in some numbers. We're gonna find out which is better, the Sith side or the Republic side. I have a feeling we know which one's gonna win this, but I'm still gonna do it. And then we're gonna find out the silver number for Tor Vanilla. So give me a moment here. Don't worry, J. Palmer. They'll only shoot if... Wait. Shoot, I'm gonna do this a little simpler. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just gonna do this very simply. Smuggler. Sorry. Smuggler, the last one, right? Yep, okay, so there's Republic. We have Sith. I mean, I hope so, Mike Tomato. Okay, we'll leave the rest of that for the moment. Sorry, we're not at final numbers right now, but at the moment, Republic is at a net -1 to story. -1 to story. And -55 to gameplay. Anyways. See you around, Jathan. Sith is substantially more positive. 221 plus to story. -4 to gameplay. Alright, so. Now that I got some raw figures, let's do this. That can't be right. But it totally is. Oh my god. I'm just gonna tell you this right now. The golden number for the Republic... Excuse me. The bronze number for the Republic is -2.89. I don't even know what to say to that. So, some of you know I actually have a whole bunch of ratios here. All sorts of information, right? So, let's ignore the golden number for just a second. The Republic side had 0.01 negatives per hour and 0.03 negatives per hour to story and gameplay, respectively. Sith had 2.35 positives per hour to story and 0.04 negatives per hour to gameplay. The ratio on Republic side is 49.74% for story and 19.78% for gameplay. As a reminder, 50% would be a straight 0, so anything above 50 is good, anything below 50 is bad. I don't know what that means, Kay. For Sith side, that would be an 82.4% story ratio, which is quite respectable, and a 47.62% ratio to gameplay. You already know the Republic's bronze number, which is... wow. Which is negative 2.9. I do track points per hour, yes. Okay. The Sith side, you're probably expecting it to be really high, and you will be wrong, because the Sith side's bronze number is 22.47. The problem here is one of the things I value is the lack of gap between story and gameplay, basically. So, 221 pluses to story is certainly very nice. 4 negatives to gameplay, net, is not great. That is a gargantuan gap there. So, let's get our vanilla scores. Let's wrap this up. So that's... oh, geez, hang on. Let's do this the easy way. We'll do the math a second time and be simple about it. Wow. That, yeah, no, that tracks. So Tor Vanilla has a net story score of 220. That can't be right. Oh. I made a mistake. There we go. That's... what? That can't be right. Hang on, double checking. Hang on, I already made one mistake. Let me double check. No, I think that is it, though. I think that's legit. Yep, okay, sorry. Republic's actual score is negative 26.45. That's really bad. For record, that's worse than Jedi Knight overall. That gives Tor Vanilla 0.5 pluses to story per hour and negative 0.1 points per hour. That gives Tor a story ratio of 70.68%. Not exactly bad. And a gameplay ratio of 33.14%, which is very bad. This is going to be funny, because I know exactly what's about to happen. This is just... oof. Hang on. So we ran into this problem with Final Fantasy XIV. We actually have to use a slightly different formula because of the sheer numbers involved here. So give me one moment, please. .58. There we go. That's actually higher than I thought it would be. Carried entirely by its story score. Ladies and gentlemen, the silver score for the Old Republic Vanilla is 118.58. Now, that sounds pretty good, and it should. That's actually way more respectable than I was thinking. For a bit of perspective, because, you know, this only really matters when compared to other MMOs, Star Trek Online got 91.62. And Final Fantasy XIV got 437. So, yeah. What about ARR? I think I still have that here. Give me a second. ARR's was 106.32. So this just barely beat ARR. It absolutely gets stomped by every other expansion for FF14, though. Like, the next smallest one is Heavensward at 164. Then we go up to Stormblood, then Endwalker, then Shadowbringers. So... ARR was a net positive. Yes. So yeah, I don't mean to sound unkind, but on the MMO scale, that's not great. And yeah, STO will absolutely go up when the Terran Gambit finishes. In fact, STO's score would have been substantially better, we showed this, if not for the Sister of Takuvma. The Agent had a net score of 227.21. So, I suppose at this point, I'm gonna have to like combine all this stuff. So let's just throw some numbers on the board because this is gonna be for tomorrow. Because this is where we're at in gross numbers. And tomorrow we'll start Ilum or Ilum or Ilium or whatever the hell it's called. There you go. And this right here, this is it. This is Tor Vanilla. That's all it needs to, I think, honestly. Good lord. I will say, and I mean this with sincerity, if you just play the Empire side, you're still probably going to enjoy this game. Like, there's still slog and there's still bad. I'm not going to try to pretend that there isn't. But the Republic side absolutely just clawed this score and this game down. So hard. Oh. Oh. Now, I don't mean anything unkind by this, but I really hope the expansions are better on the gameplay axis. So I'm going to go and be honest about something here at the very end of this stream. I've actually heard quite a few people's opinions about the expansion story. I've never heard anybody speak positively about the expansion story. Now, I'm going to make up my own mind. I always do, but let's just say that I'm not walking into this expecting a jump in quality like we get in most MMO expansions, right? Like, I'm not expecting to walk into the Delta Alliance, or into Shadowbringers, or into Cataclysm, or whatever. So, that'll be tomorrow. There you go. I've now heard from one person. Ever. 2 people. I have now heard from 2 people ever who actually like the expansion story. 5 seconds ago. I just hope it does better on this axis down here, because this is what's really dragging me. You know what I mean? Like, as of right now, this is probably getting the storybook tag, because holy crap. But anyways, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. 3 people!